Before we start, the title is clear, against both sides, so before you move to the next pages we have a little modification for your point of view you must accept. You must embrace only one description for yourself. Human don't read next pages with mind affected by nation, religion, culture, or even your emotions, and as it's hard to apply all this modification for your current version of yourself, most of readers who read this page shall stop here and take a loop to the start point and retry again. Till they move on, there is no end command here. Re-loop till you can start the next pages with zero pre-gauge or till you get beaten by your own curiosity. Waiting for you. Start. Ready. Page 3. Start. Not ready. Start again. 2. To move on, you must accept the next principle. Me and other 9 humans equals him and other 9 humans equals her and other 9 humans equals 10 humans. To move on, you must accept the next oath. We are all equal, we are all humans. Or accept the oath your signature _ 3. Forward. Finally, we are here and we are ready now to the point. Now let our minds talk, just select all. Delete all. You are 1 second old, a newborn, a human that were born on earth, in every place in it, an island, a desert, a mountain and a woods, all is yours but you don't belong to any of it. No special color for skin, eyes, or hair. You have all colors, you have none. You talk all longs, you talk none. All that mix is you. You are the firstborn human of all. You are the father of all other humans are your children and only you are responsible for them. You are the last human alive. You are the humankind last hope. Indiana. Any scenario. In every scenario you are what you are now, a human. You are that creature that eat as input, then he output, sleep and get awaken, who gets sick, healed and ended as dead. You are him, her, me and of course yourself. 4. The war. There is an alive war that grow up every day, new events every moment, a death meter that only can increase. But you must remember there always were wars. You think about the dark future as an expert politician, but you are naive when it comes to history. I assure you this isn't the end of all world, but no one can assure you stay alive. This is the bad part of being a human. Let's skip the wide talk and jump into the details. Of course, you waited for this moment since you started. You want to judge my opinion and support it if it's the same as yours, or to start another war against me if it's not the same. So, first of all, go back to page 2 and check your oath and signature, then come back again. There is no devil, there is only humans in both sides. So, I'll take the common opinion against the war and create assumptions and develop them till conclusion. 5. Chapter 1. Who is the story's devil? Let's try a case. 1. Name all of your reasons for the green part Ukraine against the red one. 2. Judge other cases of wars that you support the red part, even if the green part has the same reasons that you named in step 1. For example, Jewish against Nazis in the Holocaust event. Jewish were the lamb of the story, then their children have grown up to be the wolves in Israel, Palestine case. This example is the hardest one because it's allowed to stand against anyone except Israel. I don't know why, but that's what all world decided. But even so, I insist to use that example because there aren't many years between both stories and because that the contrast here is clear as the main actor is the same, but he played opposite roles. Back into Ukraine support scenario. Russia has killed innocent people in Ukraine, including women, elders and children. This is very important reason, especially for me to embrace this point of view. So according to that reason we finally got a result. We have a winner, our one-state conclusion. 6. But before we press enter and publish this result, let's Google and we will get 2 different conclusions. 1C1 is about you and second one is about Russia. 1C1, let's Google, Russian killing innocent children in Syria. Let's check how many search results, and for better experience check the images search. I don't really recommend you to choose videos search except for surgeons of course. you can search in other countries, but with that amount of images result, this is more than enough. At least check 10 different victims before you move on. Let's check our principle and oath. Me and other 9 humans equals him and other 9 humans equals her and other 9 humans equals 10 humans. We are all equal. We are all humans. According to the oath, you should feel now that those 10 different kids are your child multiplied by 10 times of how much you love him. I needed you to remember my principle and our oath, so I can't talk freely. 7. The problem here is that Russia did that and you knew that and didn't have the same reactions you have now when you watch the news. To be honest, you didn't have any reaction. That was your problem, but your crime was when you saw their refugees in that time and have bad feelings against them, but now you have good feeling for Ukrainian refugees. Your crime was when created the next racial equation. Ukrainian refugees, Syrian refugees. Your worst crime was when you supported your racial in its war against humanity inside yourself, developing the previous equation into Syrian refugees humans. That was the crime that revealed by time, a crime against all humanity. According to that, I judge you guilty. Our 2nd conclusion. That was the second conclusion and the first search result. You can recheck the beginning of page 6 to remember. 8. So, 2nd1, let's Google. Innocent people killed in Vietnam by Americans. Innocent people killed in Iraq by Americans, the victims of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And please, before we start analyzing, don't say USA had their motivations in that time, because I'm 100% sure that Russia have its motivations now. But we discuss the actions, not the causes, and there are always different methods to achieve your goals. Some of them respect others, respect humanity and innocent lives. Other methods doesn't care if the director will say action and then the rivers turn into red. Always the death meter only can increase. So, as you keep reading and watching the results of the search, thanks to the American company, you'll get the 3RD conclusion. And as you keep Googling with different countries' names, the more you'll find innocent people get killed by it, and that lead us into the 4th conclusion, where X can be any country in the world. 9. And from the last words before the 3rd conclusion, while we were Googling, we discovered the shocking truth. We found that the more the victims the country murdered, the better its rank among countries, and that lead us to realize the disaster that we live today, that our measuring system got infected and it works against humanity. So the 5th conclusion is. And now, with the last suspect in this chapter, I'm the one who pointed accusation fingers toward you and named you devil. Not only that, but also, I named your country the devil too. You can increase my charge by mention that my name is AMR, so I may be Muslim and Arabian Egyptian. By the way, according to all of that, the 6th conclusion is 10. And according to the principle that we declared, all the conclusion are right, all the 6 conclusion are 1, because I equals he equals she equals you, and we were searching for the devil from the beginning, so we will see him everywhere. We shouldn't search for devil, but we shall start searching for angels. 11. Chapter 2, there are also angels. As you see, your opposite is the devil and you are the only angel, or maybe your country. You'll never move forward, and the war will never stop. We must immediately stop throwing the accusations and start searching the good inside us, searching for angels around us, searching for what in common between us. If I equals you equals human, I equals you equals human, I see you equals the devil, I see you equals the angel, then I equals the devil, I equals the angel. And the truth is that each one of us have mix between both good and bad. So in hard times we must always search for good in all of us, then encourage it, let it grows up till he becomes strong enough to stop wars, to reshape the ranking system of the world so it prefers countries who truly respect humanity, not to use them. We calculated 6 conclusions while we were talking about the first reason in one side of view in the war, so the number will get multiplied as we thinking of other reasons or taking the other side of war. And I really can't pick up a side in this war because both countries have the right motivations. Russia wants to feel safe and Ukraine wants to feel independence. The problem was the way to achieve your motivations and of course in the results. And to be an honest judge, I must have the same scale, whatever the names I use against. 12. But and the devil lies in details. So, USA was wrong in World War II, and if we were going to use our reactions against Russia today against USA back then, the USA was meant to get punished and the whole world should apply sanctions against it, economic, sport and politician sanctions. And what is making me feel bad when we talk about the world after WWEII is the reaction of the world against USA after the war. I'm not talking about Russia, not USA but every other country. They declared the new king to the world, the victory side win it all, even if he chooses the worst way available. They declared that we are living in jungle, they declared that we aren't humans anymore, but we are all animals and that the USA aka lion is our king. So, with that result after a disaster as strong as Hiroshima and Nagasaki, what prevent Russia from go on and killing more till it reach its goals, till the end, till they declare Russia the new lion? Russia is the angle with the right motivation to keep itself safe in we USA was the angle with the right motivation to keep itself and allies safe in World War II. Russia is the devil to start a war against its neighbor to achieve that purpose. USA was the devil to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki to achieve that purpose. 13. Chapter 3, Humans Can. The only way to stop that is up to us, not to our governments. We must refuse to live in the jungle. We aren't their animals, we are humans, we are one. We must apply sanctions against USA for what it did in Japan, so Russia can understand that even it wins today and get voted as the new king, it'll be punished someday even it is 70 years later. Every country that chooses the wrong ways must be punished with no harm to its people. The best, fast and easiest way isn't by starting a new war but by starting a new re-election. The current political parties that are arrogant to admit their ancestors' crimes, and keep on the same way, ruling the same jungle and believe that any number of animals can be killed as it's not from their farms, and that shall make them heroes in their farms, this kind of politic that stand against basics of humanity must end. Modern tyrants ruling must end. In every country a new political party shall rise and take his place as people leader and protector. Russia, USA, even Ukraine, in every country that new party must search for angles in his enemies, accepting that he was the devil in their stories for decades. It shall go for election as fast as possible to change the appreciation scale in the whole world. The new political party in every country must rule. One concept shall rule them all, and that concept is our OATH. 14. Once any of those parties reach the presidency, they must search their enemies' diaries for that stories that his country played the devil role in it and start a world-scale press conference and admit his country mistakes and ask for forgiveness from his victims for all of his past sins. The new president must know that he is in the chair because he belongs to the oath, and once he stands against humanity in any situation, his people has right to isolate him at once. He must always keep in mind that he works for all humans ruled by system that share the same concept all over the world, and he must check every way he has to reach his country's purposes, and if there isn't a way to reach that goals without being the devil in other story, then he must change his goals or ask his presidency consultants to think for new ways. Our new political party shall be named for humanity and shall start to be created in every country from today, and once it's global it shall ask for new election in country altogether as fast as possible, in the name of humanity. We can't say to Putin, stop the war in Ukraine. But Russians can go for new election and choose Putin or for humanity candidate. In Ukraine too, there could be a new president who choose to make an alliance with the new president of Russia, to get stronger together and join the new world that is starting shaping around them. A new president in the USA that has a pre-scheduled plan that in his first moment of being the president he stands a minute of mourning for the Native American souls, and asks for global forgiveness and creates committee to come with ways of redemption, not just talking. Then he travels into Japan and from there he apologizes to its people and admits that choosing the bombing way was the devil's way and create common committee between both countries to name the steps of a redemption. Way. 15. And of course, if that what the USA is supposed to do, the Native Americans part after centuries of their ethnic extermination, Israel-Palestine problem must end, the whole country must be declared as demilitarized zone and no more excellence for Israelis in global grants and assistance must goes into both sides, and the name of Palestine country must return to maps as it was there in the previous decades. A new president in Syria that ask all Syrian outboards to return to their country, and with World for Humanity, they'll get their country rebuild in no time equal to Ukraine in the period of recovery plan. In next world nuclear bombs will be a sample of current barbarian era. For sure you are all wondering now and asking one question, is that possible? And the answer is yes, but as you have this book in your hands now, that means we have passed the first step on this road, as the idea could be killed before it was born. And if you believe in this book or at least most of it, that means we have walked 2 steps on the way and that the new world is about time to reshape as this book spread from mind to mind. That was the yes part. For the but part, let's check my conclusion of the whole story. The 7th conclusion is 16. And that means devil is the devil and he has many human minions, each of them has his own dogs. They are in between us all in all tongues, colors, nations, and religions. And he'll always start wars and orders his minions to choose the worst and most bloody way to achieve any purpose. He doesn't care what that purpose is, but only the way is the important. The more human blood on the way, the best it means. He always searches for the blood, injustice, racism and discrimination. The devil and his minions will sarcasms the idea, distort it, started actions against it, or even start a war against it, searching for more human blood as a sacrifice for their Lord. Will he success or humanity will? That's a question each one of you that will answer by his doing after today. Will it kill for humanity in his mother womb or after he comes to our world, or for humanity grow up till it becomes a strong man and reclama his birthright throne to rule the world for the benefits of humanity, to respect all cultures and religions, to say there is no veto voting system, each country's voting power can be measured by its people count as all humans are even. 17. For example, if there is a world decision that needed to get voted for it, the sum of all people in approving countries versus the number of all people in disapproving countries, that will tell us what decision can be taken. And our new system shall stay alive till it creates his own problems and a new system appears or the devil's minion success to kill it and come with new way to reclaim the throne. But keep always in mind that the number of innocent souls, the amount of destruction and harm that can be avoided in each decision is the only measure to find out devil's minions. And at last, I believe in you.